Have you ever wondered why some people soar to the skies, while others with the exact same talent remain stuck at the bottom? The secret isn't luck or intelligence. It's something much quieter. Welcome to NT Motivational Story. If you are tired of procrastinating on your own dreams, stay right here, because this story might just change your life. And before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button to fuel your daily motivation. Let's travel to the small town of Shandonpur to meet Arav. Arav was a bright boy whose mind was a theater of grand dreams. He imagined himself walking confidently into big offices, highly respected and successful. But there was a massive wall standing between Arav and his dreams: his extreme laziness. Every single morning, while the sun was shining and the world was moving forward, his mother would shout to wake him up. His only reply? Just 5 more minutes. Arav would roll back under his blanket, drifting into illusions of glory without lifting a single finger. He had the ambition. But ambition without action is just a delusion. Will Arav stay trapped in his laziness forever? Or will something finally wake him up, despite his crippling laziness? Arav secretly admired the hard-working people of his vibrant town. He watched local shopkeepers working tirelessly with a smile. He saw dedicated teachers and proud police officers walking with absolute discipline. Arav desperately wanted their success. But his erratic efforts always faded into endless cricket games and kite flying. He had big dreams, yet zero concrete plans. Everything changed one golden afternoon at the edge of Shandonpur. Arav walked past the modest home of Gopal Kaka, a highly respected retired army officer. While the rest of the town rested, the elderly man was moving with incredible precision. Every single morning, before the sun even touched the earth, Gopal Kaka would sweep his yard, water his thriving plants, complete daily physical exercises, and read a few pages of a book. His life was beautifully simple but deeply purposeful. Curiosity sparked within the young boy. He approached the wise man and asked, "Kaka, you follow the exact same strict routine every single day. Do you never get bored? Do you never want to just sleep in?" Gopal Kaka stopped, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and smiled warmly at Arav. "My son," he said, his voice carrying the weight of decades of discipline, "habits are exactly like seeds planted in the soil. What you plant today will grow tomorrow. You might not see the roots forming now, but one day, your habits will either feed you or leave you starving. Real success never comes from mere luck or sudden inspiration. It comes from the small, unnoticed actions we choose to repeat consistently." Those powerful words struck Arav like lightning. That night, he lay awake, staring at his ceiling, thinking about all his abandoned dreams and unfinished projects. What if talent meant absolutely nothing? Could small steps change everything? The very next morning, Arav didn't ask for 5 more minutes. He woke before sunrise, tied his shoes, and stepped into the cool morning air. He began to run. At first, he could barely make it 200 meters without gasping for breath. His legs burned, and his chest heaved. But he refused to stop. Day after day, he repeated the run, feeling a little stronger, a little faster, and more alive. After a week, Arav added another habit: studying for 1 hour every single day. He didn't announce it to the world, he simply did it in a quiet corner of his home. As weeks turned into months, the journey wasn't easy. Some days, his body ached for sleep. Friends tempted him to skip his routine for games. But whenever he felt like quitting, he remembered Kaka's profound words. He realized that small actions repeated consistently are far more powerful than sudden bursts of effort. Slowly, discipline became entirely natural. Arav noticed his mind sharpening, his body gaining incredible strength, and his confidence soaring. Even his closest friend, Sonu, asked how the king of laziness had transformed so completely. Arav simply smiled, knowing the secret was showing up every day. Are you ready to build your own unbreakable habits? If you are finding real value in Narav's epic journey, make sure to subscribe to the NT Motivational Story channel right now to fuel your mind with daily inspiration. The seeds of your success start with tiny steps taken today. One day, a crucial notice arrived in Shandonpur. A highly competitive scholarship program opened, demanding excellence in both physical endurance and academic brilliance. Panic swept through the town. Hundreds of anxious students began pulling sleepless nights, desperately trying to cram months of knowledge into a few frantic days. They relied on miracles and sheer adrenaline. But amidst the overwhelming chaos, Arav remained perfectly calm. His quiet daily habits had fully prepared him for this very moment. The morning of the rigorous fitness test arrived before the sun had even risen. Dozens of nervous candidates stood fidgeting on the field. When the sharp whistle blew, many sprinted with explosive energy, wanting to prove themselves instantly. Unsurprisingly, they grew exhausted quickly, stumbling and giving up halfway. Arav, however, maintained a steady, unbreakable pace. He conserved his energy, letting the deeply ingrained discipline of countless morning runs guide him effortlessly forward. He finished far stronger than most, proving that consistency always defeats fleeting motivation. Next came the intimidating written exam. While sweating peers panicked, frantically flipping pages to memorize everything at once, Arav sat in absolute silence. He simply reviewed what he had studied every single day. That one dedicated hour daily for months had carefully built an impenetrable foundation of knowledge. No amount of desperate cramming could ever match the power of his steady dedication. Arav confidently smiled as he picked up his pen, his mind incredibly sharp, fully ready to conquer the test of his beautiful new life completely and fearlessly. When the results were finally announced weeks later, Arav had not merely passed, he had scored among the absolute top students in the entire district. Overwhelmed with emotion, he immediately ran to Gopal Kaka with tears shining in his eyes. "Kaka, I actually did it. Your powerful words were entirely true," he cried out happily. The wise old man smiled gently and replied, "Remember this, Arav, motivation starts your journey, but habits keep you moving forward when motivation naturally fades away." Small daily actions repeated consistently truly shape the ultimate path to success. From that unforgettable day onward, Arav became a shining example for the whole town of Shandonpur. He eagerly helped his friends understand that real transformation never comes from giant, sudden leaps. Years later, he grew into a highly respected professional, achieving far more than he had ever dreamed as a lazy boy. Now, remember his incredible story. Your own future is carefully written by the small actions you choose to take every single day. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just start small right now. Walk for 10 minutes. Read 5 pages of a good book. Do 10 push-ups. Or simply wake up 15 minutes earlier tomorrow morning. These are the magical seeds of success. If you nurture them daily, they will definitely grow. Motivation may spark the initial fire, but powerful habits keep it burning brightly for a lifetime. Always remember to start building